Hello friends, thank you so much for stopping by the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you part 2 of my simplicity.com pattern haul. A couple of videos ago, I shared a simplicity.com pattern haul where I was showing my McCall's patterns that I had picked up. They were on sale for $4.99, and as soon as that sale was over, they put the new Simplicity spring patterns on sale for the same amount, and so I purchased those as well. The McCall's came first, so I shared those, and so now I'm going to share these patterns with you. And so I'll go ahead and start this one. This is Simplicity 3071, and this is a pattern designed by Mimi G. The pattern description is Simplicity Sewing Pattern Unisex Blazer, and it is a oversized line blazer pattern with double breast closures. It has drop shoulders, shoulder pads, 2-piece sleeves, and a side seam pockets and a hanging back loop, and that's in the back of the blazer. Again, this is by Mimi G, and this pattern is considered average. I absolutely love this look. It's very chic. It's one that you can dress up like really fancy, and it is one that you can dress down if you choose to. It again is collarless, so if that's a look that you're trying to rock this spring and summer, you should definitely pick this up. I picked it up because again, I like it. I think it's super chic. One you can dress up, one you can dress down, and I actually thought about making a husband and me a set so that we can twin. But the good thing about this pattern is that every size is in one pattern packet, and I'll go ahead and show you the line art. So this is the line art here. It does not show you the front line art, but you can kind of get an idea of what it is by looking at the front cover. Here's the back, here's the 2-piece sleeves, and here's the little hoop here, or loop here. It just looks like a standard loop. And again, this is Simplicity 3071. So the next pattern that we have is Simplicity 3098. The pattern description is Simplicity Sewing Pattern Mrs. Dress with sleeve and length variations. This is a button front dress sewing pattern that has a gathered skirt with side seam pockets. View A dress has a pointed collar and short sleeves with the sleeve band, and views B and C dresses are collarless and have long sleeves with an elasticated wrist closure. So I love the variations for these dresses, and this pattern is rated average. For me, I would probably make view B. One of the variation differences that I noticed was that this view C right here has 2 tiers. This one has 1. I love this bubble sleeve here with the elastic, and so that's probably the view that I would make. View C is pretty, so is view A, but I kind of like more of a statement sleeve, which is why I would make view B again along with the length. So let me show you the line art in the back. So here is your line art in the back, and I just love these different seams that help shaping. And this does take woven fabrics. Again, this is Simplicity 3098. The next pattern that we have here is Simplicity 3103, and the pattern description is Simplicity Sewing Pattern Mrs. Top with sleeve variations. It is a fitted funnel neck top sewing pattern that has an invisible back zipper. View A is cut on the bias. Views A and B both have a decorative button detail on the shoulder, and view C has long sleeves with buttoned cuff and a continuous lap opening. This pattern is also considered average. I do have a knit pattern that I have made similar to this, but this pattern right here, Simplicity 3103, is very much more detailed than that other pattern. I do like this button detail here. And as you can see, just by looking at the pattern, view A and view B look the same. The difference is view A is cut on the bias, view B is not. And I feel like they're trying to share with you that it's cut on the bias by putting these diagonal lines there. And this pattern does use woven fabric. So let me go ahead and share with you the line art in the back. So here is your line art. Again, here's your bias cut, arrows, And here's the rest. This is your sleeve, your visible zipper. So the one thing that I like about patterns like this is that it's good for every season. You have your short sleeves for spring and summer, and then you have your longer sleeve for fall and winter. All right, absolutely love the pattern, super cute, and I'll go ahead and move on to the next. So this next pattern is Simplicity 3108, and the pattern description is Simplicity Sewing Pattern Mrs. Vest Skirt and Pants by American Sewing Guild. This is a semi-fitted unlined vest sewing pattern that has princess seams, front button openings, and flaps. It has a flared gored skirt and has stitched hems. Views B and C have contoured waistbands and a visible zipper and stitched hems, and for the pants, they are wide leg pants fitted through the hip, and then they have front pockets on the side, and this is considered an average pattern. I think this is so super cute. I am loving all of this right here. I think this is very professional, and I like how long it is because it goes right to like the middle of the hip. I like this skirt that she has on, but for me personally, I think I would wear it with pants. I'm not really sure, or maybe a pencil skirt. I don't know for sure. Even though it's a very nice skirt, I don't think I would wear these two together, but I absolutely love all three pieces that have been provided within this pattern. So let me go ahead and show you the line art. Okay, so this is the line art right here, and this pattern does take all woven fabrics. And again, this is Simplicity 3108. The next pattern is Simplicity 3066, and this is a Mrs. Special Occasion gown. I don't know if you all know this yet, but I go on a cruise every year, and I always make something fancy or, you know, extra special for the captain's dinner, because that's just what we do in our family. You know, we always dress up. And so that is why I picked this up. This is a long line gown, and it is close fitting through the bodice with a deep V neck with a sheer inset. There's a bow detail and invisible back zipper. The skirt has gathered and released pleats at the waist and side seam pockets. View A has a contrast, and that contrast on this is simply just like lace or something, or I'm sorry, like a sequin or something like that. So yeah, that's the only difference. I like this dress. At first I didn't like it, okay? It grew on me, but once it grew on me, I liked it because of this insert here that you can put in. And for me, because I'm busty, I would need something like that. I always also feel that I need some type of gathering at the waist, or either a like circle skirt. You know, I like a little bit of fullness in my skirts. So I thought, you know what, I'll go ahead and get it. And so we'll see what it looks like when I do decide to make it. So let me go ahead and show you the line art in the back. So this is your line art in the back, and as you can see here, the contrast that is set up for view A, and outside of that, that is the only difference. So this pattern does suggest your woven fabrics, in particular brocade, melcodo, never heard of that, sateen, and chantel. And again, this is Simplicity 3066. Then I picked up Simplicity 3100, and this is another Mrs. Special Occasion type of pattern. This is a dress and slip. Now, I started not to pick this up because I have, I think, 3 different Vogue patterns that could combine to make this, and I made 2 of them. One was a top that just cut off, you know, like this, and I made that one year for I think a Mother's Day collaboration, and I absolutely love that top. The only difference is I didn't use interfacing that was stiffened up to keep that up, okay? And then this dress was another Vogue dress that I've made, and then for the bow part in the back, I'll let you look at the line art and then I'll go back to things. As you can see, that bow, I made a black Vogue dress with that. So you're probably wondering, why did I get the pattern then? Well, because if I have this pattern, I don't have to mash up the other ones. It's just all right in one envelope. And at this point in time in my life, I was okay with spending the coins. So let's go back to the pattern. So this is an unlined sleeveless dress sewing pattern that has a stand-up collar extending into ties, has a front neckline gathers and a bias armhole facing and slits opening at the back of the neck. This is a close fitting unlined slip and has invisible side seam zipper closure for view C, which is this view down here. So again, I just like options. I really do. This would also be good for the summer with the right type of fabric. And outside of that, it's a special occasion dress. Now this right here, this slip dress, it's nice, but I won't wear it. I won't make it, at least right now in my life, because I don't feel like I would fit into it properly. But I'll go ahead and show you the line art in the back again so that you can see that. And here is that line art in the back. And again, this is Simplicity 3100. This next pattern is Simplicity 3104, and this is a Mrs. Wrap skirt with a detachable 3D flower. Well, I picked this skirt up because I love this wrap style. I think it's simple and I think it's nice, and I think it will go with a lot of different things, and I love the detachable flower. I don't have any crafty patterns that have a lot of these detachable flowers, but I can see a person being able to do so many different things. You can make a hair clip, you can just put them on different parts of your dress or whatever it is, a blouse that you're wearing. And so I wanted that pattern. So the description goes on to say that this is a wrap skirt sewing pattern in 2 lengths with the 3D flower and frayed edges. The wrap skirts are fitted through the hip. They have a contour waistband, a button closure, and side seam pockets. It can be worn with or without the 3D fabric flower. Views A and B have a fringe detail, and it also has a video on how to sew a fringe edge flower. Like I said, it's very cute. The fringe edge is very edgy, and I think I like it. So let me go ahead and show you the line art. So this is the line art. It's only showing you the back of the skirts, but that's okay. So view B has your fringe and view C does not, and then here's your flower. So again, this is Simplicity 3104. Then I picked up Simplicity 3099, and the pattern description is Mrs. and Miss Petite dress in 2 lengths with detachable 3D flowers. I think this dress is stunning, super cute. Can I fit it? Nope. And I even have the biggest size packet. I can fit it in the bust, but in the waist I would have to do some scaling out, which is fine. I don't mind doing it. And at first I wasn't going to buy it because of that, because I really don't like to do a lot of pattern adjustments, because I don't need to, because there's so many other patterns that I could use. But I decided to get it anyway because of these 3D flowers. I think they are so adorable. And like I had mentioned in the previous pattern, or when I was sharing the previous pattern, that I don't have this type of patterns, and so I very much love crafting just as much as I love sewing, and so that is why I picked it up. But when I can't fit into it, this dress will be a bonus. I think it's so stunning and cute. And let me go ahead and share with you the line art. Okay, so this is the line art in the back. Pretty simple. It's showing the back of the dress and then the flower. And if I didn't go on to tell you the rest of the description, it goes on to say that it is a 1-shoulder dress sewing pattern with detachable flowers, and it's close fitted. It is lined, and it has an invisible side seam zipper. Okay, the dress can be worn with or without the 3D flowers. View B has a left side slit, and this also has a video on the Simplicity website that shares with you how to sew a spiral rose flower. Again, this is Simplicity 3099. So this next pattern here is a Simplicity 3101, and this is a Mrs. shirt with detachable 3D flower pattern. It is a loose fitting button down shirt sewing pattern that has a pointed collar, neckband, long sleeves with button cuffs and a shaped hem. It can be worn with or without a detachable 3D flower, and for this one it says that there is a video on how to sew a gathered flower. Okay, so to be honest with you, I only picked up this pattern for this gathered lily rose pattern, okay, because like I said, I don't have those patterns in my stash. What I will say about this pattern that I do like for the shirt is that it is shaped. It has a round shape to the bottom of the top, and so if I did decide to sew it, it would only be for that reason, because I have a lot of top patterns and I found one recently that I really like. And so again, I didn't buy it for the pattern, but I do have it. I only bought it for the, or I should say I didn't buy it for the top, I bought it for the flower. So let me go ahead and show you the line art. Here is the line art for the top, and as you can see, there's two different patterns in here for the flowers. One is the gathered lily and the other one is the gathered rose. If I wasn't clear, I don't think I was clear when I said that earlier, that there were two. And so because I wasn't clear, I will share with you here. The model is wearing the gathered lily, and then this yellow shirt is sharing the gathered rose. So two flower patterns in this 3101. So this next pattern is Simplicity 3088, and this is the Mrs. Tops Pants and Apron dress by Elaine Heigl. And Elaine Heigl Designs, I think I'm saying it right. This includes a knit cropped boxy tee sewing pattern that has a round necklines with neckbands and cap sleeves or a banded short sleeve. It also includes a pull-on knit leggings or yoga pant that has a wide waistband without elastic. It also has cropped leggings that are just below the knee length and ankle length yoga pants that have slightly flared legs. And then there's a sculptural apron dress in below knee or mid calf length that have wide shoulder straps, upper bands that extends into back ties, deep front pockets and top stitching details. And I picked it up mainly for what the model is wearing, which is the boxy t-shirt and the yoga pants with the wide waistband. So you can't see it here, but this is how wide that waistband is. I rarely make leggings with the sewing patterns, and I rarely make stretch pants like this, but I like the wide waistband. I really don't think I have a pattern with a wide waistband. So that's the reason why I pick it up. As everyone knows, I love aprons, but I don't think I would make those aprons for whatever reason. So let me go ahead and show you the line art in the back. So here's the line art in the back. I think this t-shirt is super cute. I think this with the cuff is super cute, and I'm working out now in the gym, and so I like the idea of having these wide waistband yoga pants, stretch pants, whatever you want to call them. And they use stretch knits only, such as cotton interlock jersey and single knits. So I thought that was a win. It is considered easy to sew, and the good thing about this pattern, outside of those details that I pointed out, is it comes in extra small through extra large, which means all the pattern sizes are included inside of one pattern. And again, this is Simplicity 3088. So this is the last Simplicity pattern that I have. This is Simplicity 3086. This is a crafting pattern because, as we all know, I love my little crafting patterns. And the pattern description for this is a sewing pattern for bags. It goes on to say that it is the easy to sew lined patchwork bags that are perfect for stash, bashing, or fat quarters, which is why I picked it. Look at that. Perfect for your scraps. And sure enough, you could, get your scraps together and just kind of draft this. But for me, I like to work smarter, not harder, because I already work all day long, so I want it done for me, and that is why I picked it up. I love fat quarters and I have a bunch of scraps. So anyway, the totes come in 3 sizes and have webbing handles and base inserts for stability. The largest and smallest totes have outer patch pockets for smaller items, and there is a belt bag and a crossbody purse with bias tape bound edges that have front zippers, asymmetrical patchwork fronts, and adjustable webbing straps. So yeah, and the belt bag also has a parachute clip closure. I think this pattern would do a lot of people some good. This is a whole patchwork pattern. You see that? So here is the line art in the back, and it does call for woven fabrics. And again, this is Simplicity 3086. So that is all for this pattern haul. Please let me know in the comments which patterns that you enjoyed the most, and which patterns do you plan on picking up, if any. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed and you enjoyed this type of content, which is sewing, crafting, and all those type of things, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the great notification so that you can be notified of future videos. Thank you so much for taking out your time and watching the video. Thank you to all of my new and returning subscribers for your continued support, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!